It's 6 o'clock on a Friday at Chicago O'Hare International Airport, a time that should be buzzing with travelers. Instead, the international terminal is eerily quiet, check-in desks shuttered, and departure boards filled with cancellations. The only sound is a lone security guard's footsteps echoing through empty halls. Once a hub of global movement, O'Hare now feels abandoned, a symbol of America's new isolation. This isn't just a slow day, it's a nationwide pattern. From JFK to SFO, international terminals are empty, and the few travelers present move quietly, aware of the strangeness. Viral videos show deserted airports across the country, confirming what the data makes clear. International arrivals to the US have plummeted. The vibrant energy that once defined these spaces has vanished, replaced by a costly emptiness. The tourists, business travelers, and students who once flocked here are choosing other destinations. America's great airports, once crossroads of the world, are becoming isolated outposts. The silence in these halls is more than an absence of noise. It's the sound of lost opportunities and severed connections. This is not a story about a single airport or a single bad day. It's a visible symptom of a nation turning inward and the world taking notice. This decline didn't happen overnight. It's the result of deliberate policy choices. New visa fees now push the cost of visiting the US over $440 per person, making trips unaffordable for many families. Tariffs have made the US more expensive, especially for international tourists already facing tough exchange rates. Proposals for tourist bonds and expanded travel bans have created an atmosphere of suspicion and exclusion. Proclamation 10,949 closed the door to thousands from 12 countries, reinforcing the image of a nation shutting itself off. These policies send a clear message. Visiting America is costly, complicated, and uncertain. For many, the dream of visiting the US has become an ordeal not worth the trouble. Other countries are rolling out the red carpet, while America builds barriers. The empty terminals are the direct result of these choices. The world has heard the message, and is going elsewhere. Airlines go where the demand is, and right now, that's not the United States. As international travel to the US collapses, major carriers like Lufthansa, Air France, and KLM have slashed routes, redirecting planes to Asia and Europe. Budget transatlantic flights have vanished, and Icelandic carriers have suspended all US service, causing tourism from Northern Europe to plummet. Even Canadian airlines have cut nearly 40% of US routes, with Canadians choosing to travel domestically instead. So, the result, fewer flights, higher prices, and American cities cut off from the global flow of people and ideas. This isn't just a temporary dip, it's a strategic shift. Airlines are voting with their wings, signaling that the US is no longer a top-tier destination. The once seamless flow across borders is choked off, isolating American cities. Fewer flights mean less competition and higher prices, further deterring travelers. The retreat of international airlines creates a vicious cycle of decline. The message is clear. The world's airlines are betting on openness elsewhere. America's airports are left with silence. The US is no longer the center of global travel. The world is moving on. Beyond costs and cancellations, America faces a deeper problem: its image. Surveys show most Europeans now see the US as expensive, stressful, and politically hostile. Rhetoric about walls, raids, and bans has created a narrative of exclusion. Tourists worry about being treated with suspicion or caught in political turmoil. Stories of long immigration lines and aggressive questioning spread quickly, reinforcing the sense that visitors aren't welcome. Word of mouth is powerful, and the tales being told are not positive. The allure of American landmarks is fading, overshadowed by anxiety and unwelcomeness. Tourists are choosing destinations where they feel wanted and the experience is enjoyable. America's brand, once synonymous with openness and adventure, is now associated with division and fortress mentality. Until this perception changes, travelers will keep choosing other shores. The US is losing its place as a top global destination. The damage to its image is real and growing. For many, the fear of being turned away at the US border is now a harsh reality. Expanded executive orders give border agents sweeping authority to deny entry based on ideology or even social media posts. Tourists have been deported for sharing memes or expressing political opinions online. In March 2025 alone, nearly 200 people were denied entry for such reasons. The scrutiny extends to students. thousands of visas revoked for peaceful activism. The message: your digital life can jeopardize your trip or your future. Travelers now scrub their social media before flying, anxious about what might be found. Entering the US has become a nerve-wracking ordeal, not a routine formality. Visitors feel like suspects, not guests. News of these incidents spreads fast, deterring even more would-be travelers. Why risk humiliation and expense when other countries welcome you? The border has become a barrier, not a gateway. The impact of lost tourism is hitting American cities and industries hard. Las Vegas, built on visitors, has seen a 41% drop in airport traffic and empty hotel rooms. Hotel occupancy and room rates are down, hurting workers and businesses across the city. In Chicago, the loss of international flights led to a 22% drop in hotel bookings. The economic pain is real. Jobs are disappearing and livelihoods are at risk. Even iconic events like Burning Man are struggling, with unsold tickets for the first time in years. International participants, once a key part of the festival's energy and spending, are staying away. Smaller communities are also suffering, as regional airports lose flights and become more isolated. These airports are vital economic lifelines, and their decline hurts local economies. The damage isn't limited to big cities. It's felt in small towns across America. The ripple effects of lost tourism are widespread and severe. America's retreat from the world is costing it dearly. As travelers turn away from the US, global hubs like Toronto, Dubai, and Singapore are thriving. Their airports are bustling, offering world-class amenities and a welcoming atmosphere. Toronto has become the primary North American hub for many international travelers, offering a business-friendly environment without visa hassles. Dubai's airport is a model of global openness, with airlines adding capacity and travelers from every continent. Singapore's Changi Airport is consistently ranked the world's best, with seamless connections and a focus on passenger experience. These cities are investing in infrastructure and promoting a message of welcome. They understand that connectivity is wealth in the 21st century. While America adds barriers, these hubs are capturing the traffic, talent, and tourism dollars. The contrast with America's empty airports is stark. The world's crossroads have shifted. The US is being left behind. The future of global travel is elsewhere. America's empty airports and lost revenue aren't inevitable. They're the result of choices. Reclaiming its place as a global destination will require a fundamental shift in policy and tone. The first step: replace suspicion and exclusion with a message of welcome from the nation's leaders. Visa fees must be lowered and the application process made transparent and fair. Entry criteria should be clear and predictable. Political opinions or social media posts shouldn't be grounds for denial. America must compete for tourists again, investing in promotion and restoring lost airline routes. Tourism should be seen as a vital industry, not a security risk. Winning back travelers is about more than economics. It's about America's place in the world. For generations, the US was a beacon of openness and innovation. The path back means rediscovering that spirit and asking, does America want to be a fortress or a crossroads for the world? The answer will shape its future and the sound in its airports.